Hello, and welcome back to... What are we actually calling this?
Flashback Champion Series.
I like that. That's what we're going to call this. Yeah. So, if you didn't watch yesterday's video, I will put a link in the description, but that was Seismic Swans versus Infect, which I know that sounds like the most interactive matchup in the world. And it was, really. Yeah, sure. Yeah. And we spun the wheel before... So the second quarterfinal matchup is going to be Cats, the second litter, versus...
Seasoned Walkers.
This one should be actually quite interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in this one. Yeah, so as per usual, 2 decided goes first. We each have a 4-sided dice because there's 4 decks that are competing for a chance to go up against Faeries. 1.
3.
That would be you. So you will be going first, and we will see you in game 1. Alright, game 1. Go ahead.
We've got those.
Whoop. And for myself, we got some kitties and we got some lands. It's a keepable hand. And I don't feel like I'm giving much away to you.
No. Temple Garden, untap, going to 18. And a Noble Hierarch.
Sounds good.
Turgo.
Draw card. That one's decent. I'm gonna go for a Windswept Heath. Pass turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. No turn 1 kitty is very excellent.
Yeah.
Misty Rainforest. And we're going to attack you for 1.
19.
Turgo.
18. Let's grab... I'm feeling something red and green. So we're going to get a Stomping Ground. Alright. Untap. Draw a card. Here is a Sunpetal Grove, which comes in untap because I have a forest. And a Fleece Mane Lion. 2.
End of your turn. Crack that going to 17.
No turn 1 kitty, but I got a pretty nice turn 2 kitty.
I think this one's going to be...
Yeah, there's a lot of really weird lands in that deck.
Yeah.
A lot of one-ofs. Because essentially, well, it's a 4-color deck, but I guess it's technically a 5-color deck because there is a Nicol Bolas in it. And that is the black.
The Steam Vent's tapped.
Yeah. Yeah, basically Oath of Nissa and Birds of Paradise are your only black sources, but it's really all you need. If you're at 7 mana, you probably have one of those things.
Mm-hmm.
Or 8 mana, I suppose I should say. Thinking Cruel Ultimatum. That one costs 7.
Untap. Draw for turn. Is that what we do instead?
Just that'd be funny. You play Sarkin Vol, steal my creature, and then bash with Exalted. It's kind of funny.
Stomping Ground going to 15. The superior one, because this one's signed.
That is true. And mine's the new art, too. Gross.
And red-white. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Nahiri?
For Nahiri.
That's what it sounds like.
Who shall go up to 6. To discard Sylvan Caryatid.
Yep.
And draw. Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. Is that one better? Yeah, I think so. So we're gonna bash Nahiri.
3.
We're gonna bolt, targeting you, redirecting to Nahiri. I'm just using the old wording while I can. Then we're gonna go for an untapped Temple Garden. 16. And another little kitty. Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn. Stomping Ground untapped. Going to 13.
That's 5, huh?
This is a doubling season.
Oh, sure. That makes sense.
Enter go.
Unfortunately, main deck, I don't have any way to deal with that. So if you just...
What do you do?
Do I? Oh, yeah. I have Kasali Pride Mage. That is right. Draw a card. I forgot all about that guy. Here's a Windswept Heath. Bash you for 6.
7.
Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn. Tamio.
That'll probably do it, but I do have a response to that. So we're going to crack Windswept Heath. Going to 15. I don't think this is really going to make a difference, but I'll try it. Get a Forest. And we're going to collect a company in response.
Yeah.
So that's top 6.
Probably gonna find 2 Kusali Pride Mages. And not the mana to activate them.
Well...
Or are you gonna whiff on 6 lands?
No, I'm not going to whiff. Just, I don't think many of these are going to do much for me. I guess if you whiff, this one has the highest upside. It seems very unlikely that you're going to, because you're going to draw 3 cards and be able to cast anything for free. But we'll get a Brimaz and a Lunan Sky Hunter. And these go to the bottom in any order. We hit both of our Johnnies. Weird. Anyway, yeah.
So, Tamio gets 8 counters, since she enters with double.
Yep.
And we'll go down to 1 to draw 3 cards, and I get an emblem. Do we have the emblem?
We should have that one, yes. I suppose you're going to need this whole emblem pile, probably. So, here you go. You can look through it. Oh, I totally had a missed opportunity. I forgot we had these. Should have used that last time. Poison counters. Shame on me.
So we have this Tamio emblem, which we'll do.
Yeah. That Tamio's not in the deck, so.
It works.
Yes.
Draw 3 cards, and we basically have Omniscience.
Yep. And Doubling Season's already in place, so any Planeswalker probably does it.
Oath of Nissa.
Yep.
Look at my top 3. Put a Planeswalker or...
Planeswalker, land, or creature.
Another Tamio.
That's good. You don't really need the other emblem, but 3 cards.
3
Pretty
cards.
Good. Free Ancestral.
And we'll Oath of Nissa, replacing.
Sure. Are you digging for Bolus? Because that would be a pretty sexy win.
Creature, land, or Planeswalker. So we can't get it. We can't get this 3rd Oath.
No.
So we'll take this.
Ooh, no Planeswalker.
No Planeswalker.
At this point, lands are irrelevant, so...
Sarkhan
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Enters with 8 counters, but will immediately go down 6
Yep.
to put 5 4/4 dragons, except that gets doubled to 10 4/4 dragons.
Isn't this deck fun?
It's pretty fun.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a lot of dragons.
He's a bird.
Yep.
He's a noble hierarch.
Yep.
Our land for the turn can be this Boros Garrison, returning Stomping Ground.
Yep.
Tamio, replace -7 her, so
Yep.
we'll just leave that one there.
And you
Draw
now
3
have
cards, and we get
2 emblems.
emblems.
Not that that makes a difference. If you hit another Sarkhan, then that's amazing, because you can just haste your team.
And Nicol-Bolas.
Oh, God! Oh, God.
So he enters with 10 counters.
Yeah.
and will immediately go down 9 to
Yep.
deal 7 damage to you. You discard 7 cards and sacrifice 7 permanents.
Yeah, okay, so I go to 8. I discard my hand, which is a pretty decent hand, but not against this board. And 7 permanents, huh?
You gotta keep one thing.
I gotta keep one thing. I'm gonna keep leaning Sky Hunter. Because he flies and can block a dragon. The little kitty who could.
And then we're gonna cast...
Oh, God! Oh, my God.
Immediately alter, killing her.
Yeah. Jesus.
The Go Find.
Wow.
Emrakul.
Yep. Which is cast.
Which is cast.
Yeah. It's not just put onto... Or is this one put onto the battlefield? I actually don't remember.
This one puts it onto the battlefield, gives it haste.
Right.
And then I return it to my hand at the end step.
Yeah, that's how it works.
So
I would personally not attack me. I would just go to your end step, let that return. Because what am I going to do? What am I going to do with this board state? And it's much more interesting if you attack me for like 500 next turn.
Sure.
Yeah.
End of turn.
Yep. So, my go?
Yeah.
I'm going to send 2 at Nicol Bolas.
Block.
Yeah. Always picking on the little kitties. And I really wish I could have put this into play so I could end the game with no permanents and no cards in my hand. But I can't because it's a lone line and I don't have any mana. Go ahead.
Untap.
So close. The game's so close. This is also probably the messiest I've ever seen you have your board.
Yeah, it's kind of...
You're usually pretty OCD about that.
Draw for turn. That's not very exciting.
I mean, you could still use your planeswalkers are still there.
Yeah, if you got a land, I could have destroyed target non-creature permanent.
Yeah.
But that's not the case. Go up to 4.
Yep.
Destroy my stomp ground.
Okay. Yeah, lands don't really matter anymore. Turns out.
And that's the delayed draw, which is sad.
Yeah.
Cast Emrakul.
Yep. You can still use Sarkin. That's pretty good.
Go up. Pump all my creatures. Give them haste.
Yep.
Back for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53, 69.
That couldn't be more perfect. There's nothing else, I assume? You
That's it.
got no
I
instants
got a
or
whole
anything?
bunch of lands.
I mean, you didn't really need them. So, yeah, I believe I will take 69 and go to negative 61. Wow. That was a beating. A fun beating, though. So, yeah, that was game 1, and we'll see you in sideboards. Alright, sideboard time. So I'll go first. Crumble to Dust doesn't really do a lot, so not bringing that in. Dromoka's Command is very good in this matchup, simply because one of these reads target player sacrifices an enchantment. Now, if you have an Oath of Nissa, obviously you're not going to sacrifice your Doubling Season, but if on the off chance that you don't, that's pretty good, and you could pick another mode as you need it, so that seems okay. Fiery Justice I love, because normally you don't target your opponent with a Fiery Justice. Like, normally you point the damage at a creature and let them gain 5 life, but in this case, I let you gain 5 life, deal 5 damage to you, and then redirect it to a Planeswalker. That seems pretty good.
Pretty reasonable. Of course, you can only hit one Planeswalker, so there's a bunch of low ones.
Yeah. But also, if you have like a Hierarch and a Planeswalker at 4, I can split it that way, which is pretty nice too, because you can divide it. So yeah, just a card that can deal with a Planeswalker seems for 3 mana seems pretty good. And I really don't care if you gain a little bit of life. Ancient Grudge, as far as I know, doesn't really hit anything in your main board, because artifacts only, so that's not very good. Fire Spout and Pyroclasm kind of serve the same role, but in this scenario, the only creatures you really have are Mana Dorks, and I don't know how much I care about Mana Dorks. I mean, maybe it's kind of important, but I mean, it's just delaying the inevitable by like 1 turn, so I don't think it's worth it. Xali Ambusher, Just a 3-mana 2/3 in most situations, because the odds of you attacking me with like a 0/1 or a Noble Hierarch like sending in as a 1/2 aren't the greatest. So I don't think a 3-mana 2/3 is worth it. Real Caracal, I think this is a pretty good card in this matchup, simply because Doubling Season does cost 5, and you have to untap with it to kind of win the game, really. I mean, there's other ways you can win the game, but that's kind of the main one. And since this is also a 5-drop, it's probably worth putting in, because between this and this has the most pressure.
Yeah, like you had to make some cuts, so
yeah.
It's reasonable.
Yeah, you'll see why in a sec. Relic doesn't do anything, and Rest in Peace doesn't do anything, because you don't really care about your graveyard. What I'm taking out, unsurprisingly, Path to Exile is terrible in this matchup, because the only targets it has are a Mana Dork, which killing a Mana Dork to give you a land is pretty bad. And the other targets that I have are like 1 out of 10 4/4s, and I can't hit Emrakul anyway, so doesn't seem great.
Or like one of a pair of 3/3s from Garrick.
Yeah, which you just make 2 more. So this card seems very bad. So what I'm going to do is bring in these 2, which are good in this matchup, and these 2, which are okay for 4 bad cards, basically. So yeah, that was me. Go ahead.
As for me, Paths could be nice. I don't think we need them, though, so they're going to stay in the sideboard. Core Firewalker. He does have some red things, but not enough to really worry about, so we don't need it. Detention Sphere, 3-mana removal spell, still not greatest if we're not bringing Paths in. Ancient Grudge doesn't hit anything. Natural State doesn't hit anything. He doesn't care about his graveyard, so Rest in Peace doesn't accomplish a whole lot. Spellskite could redirect some of his, like he does have a few Lightning Bolts and Lightning Helixes, but I don't think we need it. Supreme Verdicts and Day of Judgment, though, I think we are going to bring in. Just dealing with his board all at once is a much better play. As for what we're taking out, 1 Elspeth, because she doesn't really do too much. Like, making 1/1s, they're never going to trade with anything, and pumping and flying 1 threat really doesn't accomplish
And really,
a lot.
that's kind of in there for, like, if they have a way to wipe up, like, a bunch of Planeswalkers, because it does also make them indestructible. So
yeah, by making your other things indestructible, it's still nice. There's 2 in the deck, so we're leaving 1 in. Narset Transcendent, because getting a few cards isn't really that great. We don't have anything that we want to rebound, and can't cast non-creature spells is meaningless. And 1 Noble Hierarch, just because I didn't know what else to cut, and I figured we already have a bunch of Mana Dorks and turn 1 plays, so I think cutting 1 was fine.
Also, you're bringing in 3 Rats, so cutting a creature is not the worst choice.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good. We'll see you in Game 2. All right, Game 2. Show my hand. Unsurprisingly, some kitties and some lands. It's a pretty standard hand. Go ahead.
We've got those.
Whoop. All right. So I'm going to kick things off with a Temple Garden untapped, going 18. And a Wild Nakatl. Go ahead.
Draw for turn. I'm going to kick things off with a Temple Garden, going 18.
Yeah.
And a Noble Hierarch.
Sounds good.
Turgo.
Draw a card. There's a Windswept Heath. We're going to bash you for 2.
16.
Well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No blocks.
I will crack that then. Go to 17. I will get 8 untapped Sacred Foundry, going to 15.
Going to 15 when I take the damage then.
Look at that. Parity. Except not really. Because... Bzzzt. And a 2/3. Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn.
Much more aggressive start out of me this time.
Indeed. Oath of Nissa. See, I want to take that, but I don't think that's correct. So we're going to take the Sylvan Caryatid.
Okay.
So that would be the case, wouldn't it? Boros Garrison, returning the Temple Garden.
Okay.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. Boosh. 5.
Go to 10.
Sun Petal Grove. Here's a Brimaz. Go ahead.
Ooh.
Very aggressive start.
Untap. Draw for turn.
This deck curves out very nice.
Indeed. Wooded Foothills. Crack that going to 9.
Very efficient use of mana. Okay, so need them. Some kitties.
And we'll use the green and the red
Yep.
for Sylvan Caryatid.
Yep.
Turgo.
It blocks Loam Line pretty well. Or the 1/1. Draw a card. Here's the Plains. 9.
Block the Loam Line.
Deal.
Go to 2.
Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. So it's most likely a collected company. So Steam Vent's untapped.
That... Damn it. I can't even respond to that. Oh, you're the worst. Yeah, it was a Coco.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think any of those were
theories,
getting it
but
done.
it's just like
Yeah, I don't think any of those are quite getting
And
it
yeah,
done.
and you got the Noble Hierarch,
Yeah.
so I'm like, oh, I can tap things, but if you had the Coco,
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Well, that's what I mean. Like this, I feel like every turn of the early turns of that game, I could just use my mana in 10 different ways and efficiently in each
Yeah,
of
and
them.
when you got my Noble Hierarch, you
Yeah.
completely killed my momentum.
Oh,
so.
yeah. It was a really good opener. Really aggressive. Which I think that's pretty much the only way I can beat this deck, is to be a lot faster than it. Because if I let you untap with a doubling season, as we saw in game 1, not getting very far. Yeah, so that was game 2. We'll see you in game 3. Alright, game 3. Go ahead.
We've got those.
And for myself, this one's a little taller of an order. I'm not sure how good it is, because that's a little weird with these, but we'll give it a shot. Also on the draw, so there's that.
Windswept Teeth. Crack that. Going to end up at 17,
Yep.
as we're going to find Stomping Ground.
Alright. That ground is well stomped. It's a signed one too, so gotta put me on tilt a little.
For Noble Hierarch.
You got it.
Turgo.
Draw a card. Here's a Cavern of Souls naming Cat. And here's a 1/1. Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn. It's a very tiny kitty.
Yeah.
Misty Rainforest.
Of course, against your deck, it doesn't really matter what size it is.
2
You got
mana.
the kill
And
spell,
Sylvan
you have it.
Caryatid.
Yep.
Turgo.
Okay, that may worry me a little bit. Draw a card. That one's fine. So here's a Plains, which at least makes it a 2, but
Can't get up 3.
that's an 0-3. So I think this turn... Another kitty. Another kitty. Go ahead.
So many kitties. End of your turn. Correct, Misty Rainforest. Going to 16.
Fortunately, they still only all have 2 power.
Though I only have 1 0-3. So you got that.
That's true.
Steam Vet's tapped.
Which the odds of seeing that in 2 games is pretty hard to believe. Unfortunately, you can probably, with another land, play a Doubling Season this turn. Which is super scary. Because this deck doesn't have a ton of answers to it. It's just Pride Mage and the thing that makes you sack enchantments. Dromoka's Command.
Untap. Draw for turn. Plains. And an Oath of Nissa.
Sure.
I don't really need the land anymore, so Elspeth.
Okay. The only dyssynergy with this deck is that this can't hit other enchantments.
Yeah.
It's so disappointing when you hit like 2 Doubling Seasons off of Oath of Nissa. I'm like, well, I guess I don't get to see them.
And what is the best play? 4 mana for a Tameo.
Yep.
And she shall go up to 5 to say when either of these deal combat damage, I draw a card.
Okay.
Till my next turn.
Yep.
Turgo.
Which does make attacking into Tameo a little interesting.
You can kill her, because I had to tap down.
Can, but you also get to draw 2 cards. Unfortunately... You know what? I don't think I need to, really. So here's a Sun Petal Grove, which comes at untap because I have a Plains, luckily. And then I think
Still doesn't
I will...
make your kitties any bigger.
That is true. And then I think I'll just bash you for 6. Oh, wait, it doesn't have to deal damage to her. It's just damage, right?
It's just damage.
Still you.
Go to 10.
Because I don't think I'm too worried about you having that in
Draw
play.
2 cards.
And I think the way to win this game is to apply as much pressure as I can. So here's a Fleece Mane Lion. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn.
Yeah, because even if you get a Doubling Season off of these, you probably need a turn to use it. And if I can
Temple
somehow
Garden tap.
get there before that, then I'm in good shape.
4 mana for Garrick,
Yep.
who I think is going to make a beast.
Sounds good. I will get you some beasts. There they are. Beasts.
And Tameo will go down to 3 to tap this guy and this one, so these 2 don't untap.
Sure.
Enter go.
Tap. Draw a card. Which one of these am I more worried about? Timio has to go down again to do that. Okay, we're gonna go for an untapped Sacred Foundry, going to 18.
You finally have your mountain.
I finally have my mountain. Then we're gonna cast a Fiery Justice, so you can gain 5 life, and I think I'm gonna go 3, 1, 1.
So Tameo goes down to 2. These die.
Yeah. And then at this point, yeah, which one of these am I most worried about? You're probably not blocking the Nicodle, but you're probably going to block the Lion. And you're at 15. Pretty much of my own doing. So which one of these do I care about more? Yeah, Garrick can let you... almost let you season and cast something. And Tamio potentially will draw you some cards, which maybe at this point in the game I shouldn't allow it to happen. So I'm going to send these both at Tamio.
Both at Tamio.
Yep.
Yeah, Tamio down. Can't save her, so whatever.
Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn.
I actually kind of forgot her minus ability can tap down my guys, so maybe I should have killed her in that one turn instead of hitting you. I thought it was just they don't untap if they attack.
Make a beast.
But that would be a Johnny.
Stomping Ground. Tapped. And 4 mana
Yep.
for an Elspeth.
Sure. It's going to be a Super Friends type of match, huh? Soldier?
And yeah, we're going to need a soldier.
I don't think I have those over here. I think you have those.
You got human.
I've got
there's-
monks, angels, spirits, all sorts of things. Not a soldier.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw card. Cavern on Cat. Okay.
Got cavern kitties.
Cavern kitties. Lumline's just gonna get eaten. These will not. These will get traded. Garrick's at 1. That Elspeth pooping out a token every turn's annoying, because Garrick, although Garrick can also poop out a token, that's kind of tough, actually. If I split the damage, then odds are neither of them are going to die. If I attack you, you probably don't care and just untap and kill me. It's tough. I'm not too sure if this is right, but Elspeth.
All at Elspeth.
Yes.
Block a wild Mikado with my beast.
Yep.
Fleece main lion with my soldier.
Yep.
And Elspeth will take 3.
Sounds good.
Going to 2.
So, these trade. That eats that. And yeah, there's no point in monstrousing it, so go ahead.
Untap.
Now Garrick has to die if he
Rough
wants to make a beast. So, that's good. I don't know if you need the mana.
Oath of Nissa.
Yep.
Well, there's doubling season. Here's a second ball.
Sure. That one's not as good without the season.
No, definitely not. Really not.
Yeah.
Very, very much so not. But week and Day of Judgment.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
Still Caryatid does die.
You didn't even tap it for mana. Come on.
Need it. 3 mana to make a soldier.
Yep.
And we shall go up to untap 2 lands. Not that it matters.
Sure.
Sure go.
And a turn. Coco.
I did have the Coco.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should have been kind of obvious when I didn't monstrous the guy to keep him alive. Wow. I'm just gonna show you this.
Ah, that sucks.
So,
Well, I mean, it's your best threat, but yeah.
I guess it's better to just put in one Burmaz and put the other one on the bottom rather than have one go to the graveyard, so that's what I'm gonna do. Wow. Okay, maybe it was better to keep that alive then. I don't know. Yeah, anyway, can I continue?
Yes.
Draw a card. That one's decent. So... if I attack with Brimaz, both of them have to go with the same person, right?
I'm pretty certain of that.
I just don't know if I have time to durdle for this. No, it just says on to the battlefield attacking.
Oh, yeah, right.
specify
No, it's
who.
blocking that
Yeah.
has to block the same
Sure.
thing. So attacking, yeah, you can split them. Yeah, because actually I'm pretty sure because he enters the battlefield attacking, if I had a Gideon, that you can redirect the
that's
1/1.
true. So Elspeth Garrick, then.
Elspeth Garrick.
It's not a 2/2, it's a 1/1.
It is a 1/1. We'll block the 1 and let Garrick take 1 damage.
Okay. Fleecy. And Bolt the Elspeth.
Ah, you do it, Bolt.
Here's my top deck for the turn. Go ahead.
Excellent top deck.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Untap. Draw for turn. Is that what we do? Make a beast.
Sure.
Noble Hierarch.
Yep.
Sarkin. Steel Brimaz.
Oh, that's pretty good. Actually.
3 at you.
Yeah. Block the 1, I guess, and I'll take 3. Going to 15.
Antrigo.
Yeah, I guess there's almost no harm in that either, because it's vigilant or whatever. Draw a card. Boom.
Yeah.
Although lifelink doesn't really matter either, to be perfectly
No, lifelink
honest.
doesn't really matter too much, but pumping everything.
The pumping
is very annoying.
does matter. And at this point, I don't care about Sarkin, so bash you for 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Go to 3.
Oh god, that's scary. Okay, I will gain 12, going to 27. Pass the turn, because that's kind of scary.
Untap. Draw for turn. Sarkin will pump my team.
Sure.
Sarkin.
Okay.
Shall steal your Kitty Lord.
Sure.
And 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'll take it. 19.
6.
Does he give himself lifelink?
Oh no, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Right, he doesn't give him that. Still 3.
Not that really would have made a difference.
Antrigo.
Ah.
So yeah, I had 2 Sarkins in hand.
Yeah.
When I oathed Nissa and saw doubling season something and Sarkin Vol, it's like, yeah, I don't need 3 of them. I
Yeah.
need doubling season.
It's only really good if you got the doubling season or in very situational things.
He was completely useless the entire game. It's just like, well, these
Pretty
are
much.
dead cards.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just kept collecting them.
I feel bad because this deck's like my baby, but you know,
You're stomping it.
you do what you got to do. This actually was a pretty close match. I mean, this particular game wasn't, but this was a pretty close. I don't even get to attack.
Well, sure, continue attacking. I already know I'm dead, so
That's true. I just want to see how much I can do. So monstrous and boosh.
So those are the lifelink. Those are the vigilance kitties.
So 2, 4, 6, 12.
Or, sorry, 10.
Yep. 10. This
15.
one's 5. Yeah.
16, 17, 18, 19.
20,
22.
21. Yeah, 22. And I gained 19.
3 minus 22 is dead.
Gah, I feel really bad about that, but that's how it goes sometimes. So, that was this matchup. It was a lot more exciting than the previous quarterfinal, in any case. So, yep. So our semifinal match will be Cats versus Seismic
Swans.
Swans.
And we all know how well birds do against cats. So
Yeah.
we'll have to see if the seismic portion of that does well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so it'll be that tomorrow, and then the day after that, the winner of that will face off against Faeries, which is sure to be exciting. Not so much if this deck wins, because the sideboard is insane against Faeries. Anyway, so that was that, and we'll see you tomorrow.